All right, so if you used part one of this two-part series, then you probably found a rockstar candidate. But now, here's the real question. How do you make them successful without making your life harder? Because most shops will just hire someone, give them a quick tour, and then throw them into production and hope it works out. Problem is, that's not onboarding, that's gambling. So today, I'm building you a 90-day new hire success machine. It creates a simple new hire onboarding plan with a clear 30, 60, and 90-day milestones. What they should know at each milestone, what they should be producing, and what good looks like in your shop at each checkpoint. It also gives you a short coaching cadence for the first few weeks and an early warning indicators to help you catch two things. One is your onboarding missing clarity, and two is this person starting to show signs that they might not actually be a fit. So if you want your next hire to ramp faster and stick with you longer, then stick with me on this AI Labs video. Hey, I'm Tom, and I'm back here again in the Hero Group AI Labs. Welcome to part 2 of my Hiring Machines series. If you haven't watched part 1, where I build the collision shop hiring filter machine, pause this video and go watch that one first. This one works best right after you've selected the candidate. If you did watch part 1, then you've now got a new hire that you're excited about. So now comes the part that most shops skip, and that's where the good hires can still fail. Think back to your first few days at a new job. You're probably nervous, you're trying to prove yourself, and you're trying to decode everything all at once. How do they do things here? What should I work on today? Who do I ask? What does good look like in this place? So today I'm building the 90-day new hire success machine. So let's build it. So just like the last one, I have a demo mode version, and it's going to be an abbreviated series of questions. So just know that yours is going to be way more robust when you run the real prompt, the one that I'm attaching to all these videos. All right, so I am just going to upload my prompt here. So step 1, it's asking me for context and role. Again, this is demo mode, so it's only going to do a couple of them. So shop culture in 3 to 5 bullets, or paste them from part 1. Role hired for and level, the role, entry, schedule, and pay plan type, and success in 90 days. Again, you can modify any of these things up here in the prompt. You don't have to stick with my prompt. So I've got some pre-built answers here, so let me just grab those and put them in. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just answering these questions here. Again, using ChatGPT 5.2 thinking. But you can use Gemini, you can use Claude, you can use any of the AI tools that you may already be using. Most of you probably are using Gemini. All right, so step 2 of 5, candidate profile and risk factors. So candidate strengths, top 3, candidate risks. What are some weak spots you want to look for? Any past issues that you want to prevent, like attendance issues, comebacks, attitude problems, and who will be their primary trainer or point person. So again, I've already got some pre-built answers here, so let's just grab those. Okay, now we're going to build the role task map. So 8 to 10 recurring tasks like that they will do weekly. Which 3 tasks are the most likely to create rework or comebacks if they're done wrong? Which 3 tasks are most likely to affect cycle time if they're done late? And any required systems or processes. So I've got answers to this. Okay, so again, you can just kind of pause here if you want to read my answers that I put in here. Step 4 or 5. Weekly ramp plan checklist. So day 1, shadow lead tech, cover SOP basics, photo standards, note standards, QC checklists. Done means can repeat the photo list and note list from memory, completed docs on a job step with 0 missing items, check daily. You can read through all these days 4 to 5. The lead runs their own job with light supervision. Do this, done means this, check daily. 30, 60, 90-day milestones. Know these 3 things, do these 3 things, quality standard 3 things. Day 60, here's what they should know. Common supplement triggers, how to move them, how to resequence work when parts slow momentum, where OEM procedures commonly trip techs up. They must be able to do these 3 things: run, tear down blueprint independently and on time, keep estimator and parts updated, not being chased, maintain pace without rushing shortcuts. Quality standards 3, documentation stays at 95% or more. Supplements identified same day as teardown. Fit up and corrosion protection have 0 repeat corrections. And by day 90, they must know shop rhythm, touch points, handoffs, and expectations, what causes comebacks here and how to prevent them, and how to keep urgency without sacrificing quality. They should be able to do these 3 things, run a full job end-to-end inside SOPs. Again, your results are going to be way more robust than this. This is just to shorten the video. Communicate like a lead, early warnings, clean handoffs. Coach a newer tech on an SOP or QC item, and quality standards. No preventable comebacks tied to skip steps. Documentation is consistent without follow-up, and output is predictable and steady. Coaching cadence. Daily 5-minute check-ins. Here's some things that you can ask them. What's your top job today? What's the next handoff? Any blockers right now? What's your next action? Are photos or notes current on the active job right now? And then a 15-minute interview every week. Where do we miss standards and why? What's one habit that we're tightening next week? What support do you need? And then early warning indicators. Docs miss twice in a week is a fit risk. Says I don't know after a retrain. Slow to communicate when stuck. Rushing under pressure. Photos taken but not usable. So on and so on. And then a 90-day scorecard. 6 categories max, equaling 100, so it'll score it based on your responses here. Step 5 of 5, troubleshooter mode, optional. Paste what's going wrong, short bullets. Example, week 3, missing photos twice, slow to communicate when stuck, attitude okay. So I'm going to just put that in there and show you what that looks like. The troubleshooter mode. So this is a fictional summary here of just some bullet points of how I feel that they're performing on all these items. And this is what it's going to tell me. This is a standards. So this is responding to what I just wrote up here. This is a standards and habit gap, not an attitude problem. They came from a shop where photos and notes were optional or handled by the office, so their default is to keep wrenching and treat documentation as secondary. The slow communication when stuck is the same pattern. They're not treating escalation as part of the production. Interventions. A light one would be to hand them a 1-page photo and notes minimum checklist and say no docs, no handoff. Medium would be add 1 fixed daily documentation spot check for 10 business days. And a firm would be some third miss triggers. Jobs do not move forward until documentation is complete and it counts as a performance issue tied to your bonus. 2-week recovery plan, 3 measurable checkpoints, documentation up to 95% or more. Escalation speed, when stuck, they notify within 10 minutes. And repeat prevention, 0 repeat misses of the same documentation item in the same week. If this continues, your decision threshold, if you retrain and still get 3 documentation misses in 2 weeks, it's a fit issue, not an onboarding issue. If they hide mistakes or refuse SOPs, cut fast regardless of skill set. I know it's a hard one to do for techs, but sometimes it's what you got to do. And then optional, put ultralight implementation. Put the photo and note checklist on their cart. Make a docs done, a required question at the daily production touch point, and 1 daily pass-fail audit for 10 days, then remove it as they hit standard. Again, none of this is set in stone, guys. You can modify my prompts. Like I said, this will give you a framework to work from. You can feel free to modify the prompt as needed. It's really not that complicated. The structure is there for you. So if you want to modify how it's doing things, you want, 32 bullet points, you can prompt it to do that. Just modify my prompt. It's not cast in stone. So hopefully this helped you out with what I find one of the hardest things in running a business is dealing with people, treating your people, hiring people, knowing who to hire, knowing what to do, and evaluate if they're going to be any good at the job, if they're going to be a good hire, and if they're doing well at the job, if you actually made a good decision, are they a good fit or not, and then getting them out of there if you realize that they're not, as fast as possible. Hire slow, fire fast is what they always say. So that's it for this AI Labs series, concludes this series. Hopefully this will help you out. Hopefully you can reference this anytime you need to bring on new people at your shop. I'd love to see everyone growing and hiring, and so hopefully these tools will help you out in getting to the next step. So I will see you guys on the next AI Labs.